There are a lot of people that I have met, right, that are younger than me, that I watch them do certain things, right? And they were clean, but there was still there was something. And then I would look at them and, like, one of them, you need a mom. You need a woman of stature and a woman who knows who she is, who's important, who feels that you're important and shows that to you and gives that to you and has that motherly love. I am the mother of a lot of people's children, you know, and am I their biological mother? No. I will never replace their biological mother. But I am the person who goes back in and fixes that code and been like, no, you were never a horrible child. You were just a child. You know, you were a child. That wasn't your responsibility. And you know how I know that? Because I went through it. I went through abuse. I went through neglect. I went through certain things. I don't like broadcast it because I only talk about it when it's relevant, you know, but there are a lot of people around me and that are being sent to me that I'm here to rewrite that code. I'm here to teach them how to rewrite that code for themselves because I became my own mother. You know, I did. I became my own mother, you know, because I felt like every time I received something from another woman who said she was going to rewrite that code, it was bad code. It was worse code than the first one. And I was just like, which made me even more angry at the time to my real mother because I was just like, you got me in these streets looking for a replacement and you sitting right here. I was so angry about it. I was so angry about it because the shit that I was receiving from these people in the beginning, it was, oh, let me take you under my wing and, you know, da 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 da, and all this other stuff. And oh, I love Keisha and all this other stuff. But when I started to grow and outgrow them, that's when the problem started. So this is for, especially if it's a female, you're falling out with that person because you're outgrowing them. They brought you in with them at a certain level. You understand? You were naive. I'm talking about myself. You were naive. You didn't know. You needed love. You know, people don't understand the power of love. And that is something I know. People don't understand how the power of being loved properly can catapult you into places and things that you never even dreamed of because someone loves you. And it doesn't have to be a bunch of people. It could be just one person. It could be one person that says, I'm rooting for you. One person that says, you know what? You can do whatever you think you can do. If you couldn't do it, you wouldn't have thought it. Go get it. You understand? Having that code in your system on a day-to-day basis, you're unstoppable. That's why they don't like it. That's why you get sent karmics and shit. But what happens is when that person kind of does that for you, you start to elevate because it's like a hot air balloon. They put heat and you just start going higher.